Hello. How is everyone's day and how did everyone sleep last night? My topic today that I want to talk about is sleep. Sleep is such a huge issue, especially in the Western countries, the Western cultures. And they say in Australia, 4 in 10 Australians suffer from some sort of sleep issue, sleep deprivation or sleep condition. So it's 4 in 10 people, and I think about my family and I'm like, yeah, that is right. That's pretty accurate. And I was one of them. And now I'm not. I do have the odd night where I don't sleep too well, but there's very obvious reasons for that I can correct and make improvements in quite easily. So the Australian government, the country as a whole, it costs over $66 billion just in sleep-related problems and conditions. So that's massive, and I'm sure we know someone or ourselves that have this sort of problem with our health. And so I just want to talk about my main areas that I want to talk about in regards to sleep and what causes these sleep issues. And I think one of them is nutritional deficiencies. So just getting your nutritional levels checked, or your electrolytes, your vitamins and your minerals and your trace elements. Those things can be checked by a doctor, and just seeing if you're deficient in any of those, because for example, magnesium plays a big part in helping you have a good night's sleep. So that's very important. And stress and an overactive mind. And that was me, having an overactive mind. And I think part of the reason I had that, looking back, but actually at the time I didn't know why I had it, being a bit of a second mother to my younger sisters, and also sometimes to my older siblings, and also it was only probably 3 years ago that I still was on edge at night, wondering if a friend or a family member was going to call me. So I never wanted to turn my phone off or put it on flight mode. So I was always alert. So I was, my body and my brain was thinking, okay, it's ready to act at any time. So I'd get up in the middle of the night and grab the babies if they were crying and quickly settle them so it wouldn't wake mum up, because she already had another newborn baby. So it was so hard to really figure that out, because I didn't know the cause. I didn't know the reason why I had an overactive mind. I just thought, oh, that's just who I am, or is it some sort of imbalance that I have? So hormones and the gut, now these all wreak havoc sort of together. They're all interconnected. So if you're not sleeping, your hormones are going to be out. If your hormones are out, it's probably going to not make you sleep. And then your gut, creates a lot of, your gut is the environment where a lot of your hormones are created, and your happy hormones are your serotonin and your dopamine. So if your gut is compromised and you don't have a healthy gut environment because of your diet, because of stress, so stress causes inflammation, which causes problems in your gut with absorption and so forth. So having a healthy food, putting healthy food into your gut, nutritionally dense foods, but also if we can have a very good balanced diet, but we can also still be imbalanced or deficient in our minerals, because a lot of the Australian soil that is farmed to give us our fruit and veggies is deficient in a lot of minerals, especially magnesium. So sometimes we have to supplement, but obviously you need to go see a doctor or a naturopath about those, trying to find out which ones, because you don't want to be giving yourself too much, because too much can be a problem as well. And also just the bedroom environment. So some people have the bedroom used for study purposes, or watching TV, or having little friends over, gatherings. So just primarily use your bedroom for sleep and love making only. Okay, so your mind is crazy. It's amazingly crazy. So you have to tell your mind that you now entered the sleep and relaxation, love making only environment. So it will get used to that, and it'll know that, and it'll start actually, tuning in to that sort of, rhythm, so to speak. Now, shift work is a massive thing, and I think that sort of played a part with me. And I still do shift work. I do night shift, morning and afternoon, being a nurse. But, I try and just do a run of just early shifts, or a run of late shifts, a run of night shifts. So that's something that whoever's on shift work can try and maybe talk to the boss about, either cutting down or, just trying to do a run of it. So just all earlies for a week, or late. At least your body can get into some sort of, rhythm. Now, sunshine again is massive, because melatonin is the hormone that actually helps us fall asleep. It helps us get sleepy, along with our, serotonin. And our other happy hormones. So melatonin gets released with darkness. So when darkness starts to fall, it gets released, and we then get sleepy. So modern technology and the modern way of living with all the artificial lights can really interfere with that. So, but there's ways around it. A lot of phones have inbuilt little applications and little things that you can click on. It's like a blue light dimmer, so it's a blue light filtering system. So blue light's emitted from the screens from a lot of our technologies. So you can put that on, but 1 to 2 hours before bedtime is a really great way, a great habit to get into, to stop technology, stop screens, and just to really encourage the melatonin to actually do its work. We wonder why we don't we struggle to fall asleep. That could be one of the reasons. I don't know with you. We'd have to sit down and have really nut out your day and, your thinking patterns and, your lifestyle and everything that you do as a human. So as a health coach, that's what I do. I sit down and really listen to you, and and you can listen to yourself, and sometimes you don't realize that you're doing certain things, and it's just those aha moments while you're speaking to a healthcare professional or a health coach like myself. So it's really good to just remove that technology 1 to 2 hours before you go to sleep. And in the morning, 20 minutes in the morning of sunshine really helps to get those chemicals released from your mind, or from your brain, to actually start its process, its rhythm of the circadian rhythm, which is your sleep-wake cycle. So 20 minutes in the morning of sunshine is really beneficial. And it's it really gets your body into that rhythmic cycle. So that's a great little easy thing to do if you can. A lot of us work indoors, and I know myself, I'm indoors before the sun rises in the hospital setting. So that's on a morning shift. It's just there are ways around it, and you can sort of think of those, but at least you can be doing something small, better than doing nothing at all. So and just really trying to focus on those thoughts in your mind. Make sure they're happy, positive, and good thoughts about yourself and about your life, because that can interfere with your mind can just get overactive and interfere with everything, really. Hormone stress, and it's a cascade sort of event going on when we don't have happy thoughts and good thoughts. And we don't have to be happy all the time. It's not natural to be happy all the time. You're not going to have your mountains if you don't have your valleys, so to speak. So it's okay to be sad sometimes, but when you're speaking negative to yourself often, just check in and see if we can adjust that, because we're all made beautifully, and we just have to put those interventions in to really get into our subconscious. So girls, I just wanted to talk to you about those few things, I hope some of those things might help you to get to sleep, and just to get back into our natural rhythm, and to really how we're meant to be as humans, and not get so tied up with everything that's going on in our life, and that we're not going to be the best that we can be if we're not sleeping. We're not getting our restorative sleep. Our mind really recovers, and our body goes to work recovering and restoring, and ready for another big day. So we want to get the most out of our lives. We only live life once, and we really need to try and sleep. And I know that's hard to say if you're not sleeping, but yeah, I just encourage you to try those few techniques, and you know, go to the doctor and get your levels checked, your blood levels, or your, you know, your vitamins and minerals, or the naturopath. And yeah, I'll talk to you next time, and I hope you have a great week. Get some sunshine, and yeah, plan something really fun and happy for the future, so you've got something to look forward to. Okay, see ya, bye. Hey, I just wanted to mention that how many conditions and diseases that sleep deprivation, sleep issues cause. And I know it's probably self-explanatory, but you know, sleep deprivation is linked to weight issues and hormone disruptions, and hormone conditions, also diabetes and heart disease, which is massive in Australia, or massive in a lot of the Western countries. So yeah, sleep deprivation is not just you can't think properly because you haven't had enough sleep. It's linked to diseases. So it's you know, and that's why it is costing the country as a whole over $66 billion annually. So yeah, I thought I'd mention that. I know it's not a little bit negative, but that's the facts, and you know, that's something that we just need to keep in our mind, and we want to, you know, make the interventions, the action now, so that, you know, we're not going to get those sicknesses. So yeah, over and out, and I'll see you next time. Bye girls, bye.